on the beach is a body. And you look and you immediately recognize the body as Ivandar.
Oh.
Washed ashore. He's alive, but he's been wounded in his shoulder, and clearly he swam a great distance, and he's unconscious. And the kid was just looking at him like,
but he looks good.
Yeah, even unconscious.
Yeah.
He looks amazing. What would you like to do?
I take the boy and just shut him off to go home, and I'm gonna head down and grab him. So.
Okay, where do you take him?
I pick him up and I take him to the house.
Okay, cool. You bring him into the house, and of course, Mr. Johnson's a good man too.
Right.
And you guys are immediately, oh, and he knows who Ivandar is too. Ivandar's got a reputation in the area. You know, he's a carouser. It's what he does. So everyone knows him, and he also knows you two are friends already. Yeah. So you bring him in, and obviously lay him into bed, and then start attending to his wounds and stuff, and do whatever you can. And yeah, he definitely looks like he's just gonna need a little rest there.
I can actually pop him a potion as well if he needs it. Do you need healing?
He is wounded.
Yep.
He is wounded.
So I'll give him a potion of Cure Light Wounds.
That'll help. Okay, so that's a die 8 plus 1 hit points. And you can heal the hit point damage I did to you. I believe I did 13 to you.
12.
12. And then how much did you heal?
3.
Well, that potion,
Yeah.
wasn't as effective.
So basically, a lot of it. He wiped the blood off.
Yeah, pretty much. But hey, you know, every little bit counts, I guess. I also want to give you this too here. I forgot to give you this earlier. This is Sharky and what he looks like.
Oh, he's hot.
Yeah.
He's on the hot squad.
He's on the hot squad.
So you do everything in game for Ivandar, and eventually he will come to. He's going to be okay. Mr. Johnson calms you down because you're a little worried. And you do have work you got to get done today. So you go about your day working for a bit, and then you come in to check on Ivandar later in the day, and he's awake. In fact, he's sitting on the side of his bed and sitting there. And Ivandar, you're sitting there, but you're holding an amulet in your hand. Okay, and there's a reason you're holding this amulet is because there's a little more to the story of you being caught in that room than I've led on earlier. So we're going to go back in your memory a bit and replay that a little further in the past. So we're kind of going to mess with the timeline a bit. Okay. So basically what happened is you were suspicious of the captain. Captain did something, and it caused you to be so suspicious that you decided to break into his quarters. So the captain, before he turns in every night, always does his rounds around the ship. So once he did that, you snuck in, okay? And you went into his quarters, and of course it was very ornate, lush, everything's looking great. But you found this chest, small chest. It's very ornate looking, gilded. Wasn't locked though. So of course you opened it up, and you found some interesting stuff in there. You found items that look like they're very valuable. The first thing you found though was a badge, almost like a cop's badge, but it's a badge showing rank from the city of Magnamar, and from the number of stripes on it, it looks like a very high rank, and that was interesting. So, and the next item you found though was a gem encrusted main gouge. Okay, give me an intelligence check real quick.
For just the bonus.
Yes.
6.
Okay. You find this, it's nice. Yeah. Okay. It's in a scabbard and everything, and you're just like, dude, this is really nice. What do you do with it? Do you want to, you pull it out of the chest, you're like, wow, this is really nice.
I don't think he even realizes he does it. Oh, that's really nice.
Exactly. All right. You took it. Then you also find an amulet. Now, the reason the amulet's so interesting is because you've seen the amulet before. You pull it out and you're like, hey, wait a second. I've seen this before. It's a very ornate gold encrusted amulet and it has a symbol in the middle of it. And the symbol never made any sense to you, but you've seen it before because your friend Von Stad wears one. It's Von Stad's amulet. So you obviously took that one.
Obviously.
When you heard the captain, hey, Captain, blah, 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 and he's talking outside and he's about to come back into his quarters. So there is an actual door that adjoins to another chamber. You went through it, walked in, and there was Amanda sitting there in her sheets. She comes up and goes, it's about time you got in here. So what did you do when that happened?
What do you think it is?
Did you sit on the bed? Or?
Oh yeah. We sat down and.
We don't need the gory details.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we charmed her very much so.
Okay.
Put down, grabbed her hand, whispered sweet nothings into her ear.
Well, I want to see a roll on this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How good did you do that? Now she's a very capable woman, can fight too.
Oh,
so,
you know, I
she's
wasn't-
sporty.
Oh,
is
yeah,
the way
I
she
wasn't-
is.
I
So
wasn't-
she won't take the hammy shit.
No.
It's all more about banter for her.
This with diplomacy?
Yes, absolutely.
25.
Needs to say, she wasn't able to thwart your charms.
Yeah.
So you ended up on the bed, sitting there when the door opened. And Captain Kroll, get him! And that whole sequence played out. So here you are now, a day later, you've washed ashore. Brax helped heal you, Mr. Johnson helped heal you, but you have Von Staud's amulet. And you're sitting there when Brax steps in to check in on you, and that's where we're at now. What would you guys like to do?
Brax, my friend, thank you for saving me. Last I knew, I was swimming, and I ended up waking up in your bed. Or a bed. Not your bed? Is this your bed? I hope this is not your bed.
You're welcome.
Love
Eloquent as always, my friend. How long has it been?
One day.
A day. All right. Well, I must visit Von Staud as quickly as possible. Danger is afoot.
Go.
All right, off you go. Well, you all know where to find Von Staud. He only
Yeah.
hangs out at one place, his chapel, called the Frothy Mug. All right, so you head across Shantytown, crossing the bridges. It's daytime, and you head over to the Frothy Mug.
I'm keeping my eye out. The ship, is the ship that I jumped off is the natural selection in harbor?
Great question. So you go to a vantage point where you can actually look out at all the ships. Give me a perception check. Actually, in this case, I don't want you to make a perception check. I'm going to use one of the rolls that you gave me at the beginning of the game because I don't want you to know what your roll is. You look out over the harbor and where all the ships are, and you scan and you don't see the natural selection. And that's a very noticeable
Distinct
ship.
ship,
Yeah, it's very distinct. You do not see it.
Okay, well. First of all right, so we will head to the Frothy Mug.
Okay, all right. So you guys make your way to the Frothy Mug. Interesting thing though, as you approach, you normally see the signage that's outside, and of course the Frothy Mug and all that. But you look and you're like, what the hell is this? And you see like a piece of like cloth over it, and it says, written in with a paintbrush, real sloppily, it says Sharkies.
Oh.
What was that word?
I'm sorry, we're not talking to you right now.
What did you say?
Last I talked to you, you went to bed.
Brax? Do you know anything about this? This, as my uncle used to say, this does not bode well.
All right, what do you do?
Of course, I'm clicking him like Sharkies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the odds that it's the same Sharky? Sharky I did not throw over the side of the boat.
No, you did not. You jumped on a rope and avoided him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go in, but be on guard.
Okay.
How many Sharkies can there
I
be?
ripped that Sharky's name shit off, too.
Well done. Hey, take 100 experience points for defending your friend's honor. Yeah, I love that. Nice. Any weapons drawn that I need to know about, or weapons
Yes.
ready? What do you have in your hand?
I've got a battle axe.
You got the battle axe in hand? What are you doing?
Rapier and pistol.
Rapier and pistol in
Well,
hand?
not obvious, but
You got them in your hands,
Yeah.
though.
I'm obvious. There's no hiding it.
Okay, good. Okay, you open the door, and there's no one in here because it's really early, and there's really they're not even really open for business anyway. And you look around, and you don't see your familiar friend Von Staud. What you see is, you know him, Sharky, and you've met him. Sharky's over there behind the bar, and he looks up. We're closed. Piss off. But you guys are actually in the doorway, the light's spilling in, so he only can pretty much see a silhouette of you. I said, piss off.
Yeah, no bullshit. I walk boom, 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 boom.
Stop in.
I take
Chairs
I take
moving.
his flag thing and throw it into the hearth. Where's Von Staud?
And that's thunderous.
And I want to try I'm trying to use intimidate to do it as well.
Okay, intimidate. All right, hold on. So let me get the DC for this. So that would be 10 plus his hit dice plus his wisdom modifier. Go.
26.
He actually bumps into the wall behind him because you're coming so fast. He backs up and kind of falls and loses balance and slams. So he's leaning kind of back against the wall. And he's like, hey. When suddenly you smell something in the air. It's a really, you smell. You're like, what the is that? It's the worst smell you've ever smelled. You smell it. It is the worst smell you've ever smelled, but you recognize it. because you've smelt it before. Human flesh. Burning.
Ew.
And it's coming from the direction of to your right side, which is where the patio is of the inn, in that direction. What would you like to do?
Well, let's head for the patio.
No, I'm grappling Sharky, and he's coming with us.
Oh shit! Roll it. He's off balance, so he's actually flat-footed, so he can't do a free attack of opportunity on you for your grapple.
Well.
So go ahead and do a CMD check.
CMD. Well,
That would be a CMB.
A CMB, yes, against CMD. What do you got?
33.
Pick him up by the neck.
His feet are dangling. And you take him with you. Stomp. And you guys head to the direction. So there's actually a big door that leads out to the patio area, the outdoor area, which is part of the ship, the way Von Stad described it. And he's like, let me go. You can't go there. No. And you burst open the door. And what you see is, we'll stop there. Actually, we'll just go to Von Stad before this. So, Von Stad, you went to bed that evening, and we're getting a good night's sleep, snoring away, and all of a sudden in your head, a big flash happened. Boom! And you wake up the next morning, and you find yourself submerged in a cauldron, a big cauldron underwater, bound, gagged. I know, how did this happen? And you look, the worst thing about it though is you're like, what the hell? And you look and you can see in the water floating with you your own vegetables and potatoes from your own goddamn kitchen floating next to you. And you look and you're like, what's going on? And you look and you see these two green turquoise trolls. But give me a knowledge survival check if you have knowledge survival.
They're making buns.
Or no, it's actually survival skill, or no, I'm sorry, do knowledge nature, not survival. If you have it. You do not have it. Okay, you do not know. Wait, you
I have survival.
No, survival's not good enough. You have to have knowledge nature, and it's a trained-only skill, so you have to be trained. Okay, so you have no idea what these creatures are. What you see, though, is they look trollish. They're big and green and warty and stuff, but they actually have like fins on them, and they even have some gills, so they almost look aquatic. It's like aquatic trolls. And one's big and fat, and one's big and skinny. The big and fat one and skinny one are together, and they're over a spigot. And they're rotating the spigot, and on the spigot is the remains of Amanda over a fire.
Wow.
Being cooked. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And then the fat one, and then the fat one turns and looks at you and sees that your eyes are open.
And she's on the spit.
Yeah, she's on the spit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's been pretty barbecued, dude. So yeah, not good. So he stomps over, boom, boom, boom. While he's stomping over the skinny one who's spinning, he's like, I'm so hungry, I could have eaten her raw. I don't even know why we're even cooking her. And the plump one, as he's walking, looks back, shut up! Keep roasting her. Boom, boom, boom. Walks over to you, and then, and this big face just comes right on top of you, and his breath is foul. And the problem is you're. Exactly.
I'm dipping my nose in the liquid, trying to just purge the stench.
And he looks at you, and he talks in broken English because it's not his primary language. I only have one question for you. And his hand is huge. It's like wrapped around the top of your head, and he's pointing right at you, and that breath is just going right up your nasal passage. And he's all, where is your friend, Ivandar?
While he's saying this, I want
Now,
to try to escape. Artist check.
Oh, I have that there. Okay, make your roll. Now you are bound, like rope bound, so you're like wiggling out.
21.
Nice. You're making progress. You actually have your hands free right now, but you are still bound and you're still gagged. Okay, so he asked you that question though. Where's Ivandar? What do you do? I'm gonna have to make an intelligence check. He might not be wise enough to. I rolled a 1. I said, where's Ivandar? And spittle is like splashing on your face. I'm gonna do a retry. There we go. Oh. And he pulls the thing off. What?
My throat's a bit parched. I'd love to explainification the information you require.
You're parched, and he dunks you. Blunk.
Perhaps some fresher water would be in order.
Blunk, 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 blunk. Where is Ivandar?
In the northern plains. Stop dunking me.
Blunk, 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 blunk. I'll give you another escape artist check while this is going on with a -4 penalty because you're being very assaulted.
-4, so I'm at 12.
No progress, no progress. But something awesome happens. The door burst open. Blam! And you look over, and Ivandar and Brax come through the door, and Brax is holding this guy Sharky in his hands, and we go to initiative.
I'm assuming I heard him yelling, "Where's Ivandar?"
That was bellowing through as you guys were stomping up. Absolutely.
So door busts open. I believe I am here.
Nice.